What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Warehouse Series. If you're new to the channel, if you want to join Discord, we have over 400 members over there. Very unique warehouse community. Drop your pictures off over there and we're going to put them on future videos so we can help you out at your new job. Guys, you want to subscribe, give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Let's get to today's video. All right, so today I want to talk about a few things that probably could save you some time. Well, one, I could definitely tell you is going to save you some time. And the other one possibly could save you some time. So we're going to go over when to start up and quit. I wanted to add this on in this video. And then we're going to talk about when to say ready. Now, someone asked me earlier on Discord, when do you call out your next order? When do you say ready for your next order? We have the Vocalex system. There's Heather systems. I'm sure everyone has similar commands if you have a headset on. Now, I've been selecting for a long time. Really never thought about when I said ready, but I do say ready at different times. So I'm going to give you a couple scenarios of when I do. All right, but first we're going to talk about startup time. I've mentioned this in the past, and this is so important. Now, the start of our day, our shift starts at 7 a.m., ends at 3 p.m. 7 a.m. to 7:09 a.m. is our startup time. It is free time that is given to us. So as soon as 7:10 starts, it does not matter if you said ready for an order or not, your time starts ticking. Now, if you clock on at 7:03, you bank 6 minutes. Why people at our warehouse do not utilize this time boggles my mind, especially if you're going to be throwing the whole day. So if you have a similar situation at your house, utilize that time. Be ahead before you start and throw your first case of the day. Now, we have people that come out at 7:15, 7:20, 7:25 sometimes. It's crazy. Why do you want to start in the hole before you throw your first case? So starting at the beginning of the day is one of the biggest time wasters I've ever seen. Breaking lunch. I talked about this before, guys. It could be minutes. You can go to break 2 minutes early, come back 2 minutes late, go to work, or go to lunch 2 minutes early, come back 2 minutes late. 8 minutes a day, 40 minutes a week. Let's say you're missing your goal time by 60 minutes. Well, 90% of that is because you go to break and come back late. Go to break early and come back late every day. So that is a huge part of this. Quitting early. Our clock ends at 2:53. All right, at 2:53, we sign off our orders and we are done for the day. People quit at 2:30. I see new selectors parking their equipment at 2:30 and they're going to sit in the lunchroom, wasting 23 minutes at the end of the day. And guess who whines they can't make their times? All right, and then I put talking on down here. Talking is probably the silent killer because when you're talking on the floor, you don't even realize how much time you're wasting. You start gossiping on the floor, and before you know it, it's 10 minutes later, and you're like, oh crap, now I got to hurry up and run. And now you're getting pissed at other people because they're in your way, because you're trying to make up time that you just lost talking to somebody. Before work, after work, break and lunch, do your talking. If you're selecting on the floor, I wouldn't be talking to anybody. So I definitely want to add this onto this video because holy crap, is this a time waster. If you're doing any of this stuff and you're not making your goal times, I would start reevaluating how you do things. All right, guys, so the next thing I want to talk about is when to say ready. I'm going to give you a couple scenarios here. Let's say I get a small order. Let's say I'm up 5 minutes for the day. It's my third order of the day, and I'm up 5 minutes on my order. Let's say I bank 5 minutes on my order. If I have to go to the bathroom, maybe I'm a smoker or I want to go get a drink, I'm going to wait to call out that next order. I'm going to use that time. Now, they claim you got bathroom time in your standard. I call bull crap on that. So I'm going to make sure that I save that time, go to the bathroom, do what I need to do, and then I'm going to come back out and say ready for my next order because my order is already staged. It's sitting at the door. All what I got to do is say the 3-digit number and say ready for my next order. And let's say I finish this order and I'm downtime and I want to bank this 5 minutes. Well, I'm going to hurry up and call out my next order so this clock stops on this order. All right. Now at our work, we have a 3-digit dock door number that we have to identify saying that we staged at the proper place. Some people have them memorized. Some people write them down. Me personally, I just wait until I'm in, sight of it. And then I will call out that door. And if I need to use the wrap machine, I will wrap it in the wrap machine closest to that door. Okay, so let's say, with that being said, let's say we have a big order. We're downtime. It's the same thing, guys. What do you want to do? Do you want to keep wasting time on this order? So let's say we're down 5 minutes. All right, I just finished my last case. I wrote my time down. I look at my end time and I realize I'm down 5 minutes already. Well, by the time I wrap and stage it, I'm going to waste another 5 minutes. So I'm going to be down 10 minutes on this order before I even start my next order. So maybe you just finished a big order. Now we're going to play a game of, I hope I get a smaller order, okay? So maybe I want to end my time immediately. So as soon as I select that case, I'm going to say ready for my next order, and then I'm going to go and put my stuff in the wrap machine. That way I know I'm only down 5 minutes on this order and I'm not going to be down 10 minutes. So with that, I'm planning ahead. What am I planning ahead? While I'm sitting in that wrap machine, okay, what am I doing? Am I just sitting there or am I listening to instruction? Okay, because I think this is one of the biggest things, especially new selectors skip over. This is one of the major things. So I'm down 5 minutes on my previous order. I ended it because I did not want to go down any more time. I'm in the wrap machine. So my clock's ticking on my next order already. All right. Do not just sit there and let your Talkman or whatever you have on your head just talk and then be done with it. While I'm wrapping, I'm listening to where my order starts, where my order ends, how many cases at how many locations, the cube, and the time. I'm getting a blueprint in my head of what my order is going to look like while I'm sitting in the wrap machine wrapping my previous order. Because guess what? The 5 minutes that I'm going to be down before I even start that order, I'm going to make it up in no time because I'm getting a blueprint of what's going on. I'm getting ready for my next order. I know my warehouse. Is this an easy part of the warehouse that I'm getting ready to go to, or is it a hard part of the warehouse I'm going to? Like I said, you got like a 50-50 shot. Am I going to get another big order? Or am I going to get another small order? So now I'm listening to what aisle I start in, what aisle I end in, how many cases at how many pick locations. Why is this important? If I get an order that is 100 cases at 80 pick locations, I know 20 of my pick locations are probably going to be twos, or I'm going to have maybe 15 or 16 that maybe a couple of them are threes. I'm going to have that many locations that have multiples. Now let's say I get 100 cases at 100 pick locations. I've had this happen before. That means I got no multiples. That means every single slot I go to is a single unit pick. So I know sometimes you mishear things. You know, you grab one case and you start walking away and you realize you needed two. Well, if I have 100 cases at 100 pick locations, every one is one. So I am busting out this order. You gain time whenever you do not have to grab multiples at one slot. Even if it's 100 cases at 98 or 100 cases at 95 pick locations, listen to that. It tells you, it gives you a really good idea of what your order is going to be like. Now, cube, I explain this all the time, how important it is to know the cube. Full pallet at our warehouse is 64 cube. So let's say I get a 58 cube pallet. I do not have a full pallet. 64 cubes about 7 foot. 58 cubes probably going to be around 6 foot. So I don't have a full pallet. So maybe when I get towards the end of my order, I don't have to be as concerned of what my pallet looks like. Very important to listen to these commands. And then the time. All right, I got 22 minutes. I want to write the time down while I'm waiting in the wrap station. I call it, or even whenever I selected the last case, I write on my piece of paper, it's 9 o'clock a.m. and I'm due back at 9:22 a.m. I'm just throwing out numbers, guys. And maybe it's a little bit longer than that, but I'm just throwing out numbers. Okay, so now let's go over a scenario here. I end in AL, I start in AL, I end in DL. Okay, I have 100 cases at 95 pick locations. I got a 58 cube order and it's due back in 22 minutes. All right, and I'm wasting 5 minutes in the wrap machine, so I'm basically, 17 minutes. So I'm due back in 17 minutes. But I'm gone. I know exactly what I'm doing. I need a 1 pallet order. I need 1 pallet, and I am gone. Okay? To me, this is an easy order. I'm going to fly through this order, and I'm going to make up that 5 minutes and maybe break even on this order. Okay? So definitely perfect times to call out your next order. I mean, there is times to call out your next orders, but It's the things that you do around that are helping you as well. This stuff right here is the most important. All right, so make sure you know what you're throwing before you even get to that aisle. I hope all this makes sense. Sometimes whenever I do this, I ramble on a little bit. So if this did not clear up what you were talking about, please leave a comment in the comment section below and I will elaborate on this a little bit more. But I hope this all made sense. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.